Hey there, and welcome to my channel, Navin. If you enjoy what you will see here, don't forget to check out my website, navin.com, for even more helpful content and resources. Look, I love making videos, but I am so overspending hours and hours editing. So I decided to take some of the most popular AI video tools and really put them to the test. Can a machine actually create a professional-looking YouTube video from just a simple script? Can it replace a human? We're about to find out, and honestly, the results were not what I expected. The promise here is massive. Cut your editing time down to almost nothing and let a robot do all the grunt work. For any content creator, that's the absolute dream. So, I picked three very different AI tools and gave them the exact same script to see what they could do. Let's see if the robots are ready to take over our jobs. First up, I dove into the world of AI avatars with a tool called Synthesia. This is one of the biggest platforms for creating videos with digital presenters, and you see it a lot in corporate training and marketing. Getting started was ridiculously easy. I just pasted my script, chose one of their 150 plus stock avatars, picked a background, and hit generate. In about 10 minutes, my first video was done. The fact that it supports over 140 languages is wild, making it super useful for anyone trying to reach a global audience. So what's the verdict? For what it's made for, those clean, professional presentation videos, it's incredible. You don't need to set up a camera, mess with lights, or even record your own audio. But the avatars, while pretty good, can still feel a little stiff, and the AI voices sometimes have that slightly robotic sound. It's perfect for an explainer video or a company update, but it just doesn't have that authentic personality you'd want for a YouTube vlog. It's a huge time saver, but it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all solution. Next, I wanted to get a little more creative and try a text-to-video generator. I went with Runway, which is known for its high-end cinematic results. Their latest model, Gen 4, is supposed to have even better consistency and realism. Unlike Synthesia, Runway doesn't use avatars. It makes video clips from scratch just based on what you type. So I started feeding it lines from my script, describing scenes like a content creator looking frustrated at a complex editing timeline, and a futuristic robot assembling a video. And the results? Visually, they were mind-blowing. Runway is amazing at creating motion and understanding really complex ideas. The lighting, the camera angles, it looked like something from a big-budget ad. But it definitely has its quirks. You really have to wrestle with the prompts to get the shot you have in your head. Sometimes the AI would spit out weird visual glitches or completely misunderstand what I wanted, leading to some bizarre and honestly unusable clips. It's an insanely powerful tool for creating custom B-roll or cool visuals, but trying to build a whole story with it is still a bit of a gamble. It's pretty clear that these tools are powerful, but each one has its own lane. If you're getting some value out of this breakdown and want to stay up to date on the latest AI tools, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel a ton. For my last test, I tried a totally different kind of AI, one that automates the absolute worst part of editing. I used a tool called Gling, which is designed specifically for YouTubers. Here's what Gling does. It scans your raw footage and automatically cuts out all the silences, the bad takes, and the filler words. If you film talking head videos, you know this first pass, the rough cut, can take hours of boring, tedious work. I uploaded about 20 minutes of raw footage, and in just a few minutes, Gling sent back a project file with all the dead air and my mistakes already gone. It also creates automatic captions and can even suggest YouTube-friendly titles and chapters. This was a total game changer. Now, you still have to be the one to add music, B-roll, and all the creative stuff, but it easily cut my initial editing time by more than half. So it's not replacing an editor, but it's like this super smart assistant that handles the most boring parts of the job, which frees you up to actually be creative. All right, so after all that, what's the final verdict? Can AI really replace a human video editor? Right now, the answer is no. But it's a no with a big but attached. AI just can't replicate the creative choices, the storytelling instincts, or the emotional touch that a real person brings to an edit. An AI like Synthesia can build you a slick presentation, and a tool like Runway can create stunning visuals, but they can't yet weave a story together from beginning to end on their own. However, tools like Gling show us what's happening right now. AI as an amazing collaborator. It can take over the repetitive stuff, make our workflows faster, and save us a crazy amount of time. The future isn't about replacement, it's about collaboration. The smartest creators are going to be the ones who figure out how to use these tools to work faster and focus on what we do best, actually being creative. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. What do you think? Have you tried any of these tools? Or are there others you're using? Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments.